Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel. It's April 20th, if you don't know, so it's 420. I just got finished doing my little thing, and you might know why, wonder why my eyes is red. That's why, because I was chiefing. So, how we gonna start off today is with some eye pads. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna go in with some cream as well, some eye cream. So, I have a couple choices. I have this Nicka K's one. And then I have also this one. I'm gonna do this one just because I love the way this is like such a good product to use under your eyes and under your makeup. If you're wearing makeup today, after you got your chief on. So, and my birthday was the day before that, so I'm really happy and having been having a good couple days. So, God is really blessing me, and I love spending time with my family because they are the ones that have my back. So after I go on with that, I'm gonna do some of these caffeine iPads that I have from Splash, and these are wonderful. I think I got two. Yep, they really, you gotta look at them because they're so thin. And after I put that eye cream, I'm gonna just place that right under my eye. Just like that. Just like that. And it just sits so perfectly under the eye like that. That's why I love these. So I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side with the other eye. And this is really good for like waking up the eyes and brightening and all that. So if you ever get a hold of these, you might want to try them. So that's what they look like. And they have caffeine, tranexamic acid, niacinamide, and hyaluronic acid, and they are good for like puffiness, and they're good to just like get you started. So I'd like to start off with something like this on top of an eye cream because it really helps the eye cream to penetrate, and we really need that. So the next thing I'm gonna do, I want to just hydrate my skin a little bit with a little bit of my rose water. I've been loving rose water for the past couple days, so I'm gonna start off with this one. This is Mario Badescu rose water, just to get my face like dehydrated again, so I can start putting on everything, and it will grab to my skincare and actually penetrate my skin better. So now, after I'm doing that, I'm going to go in. This time, I'm not going to use a milky toner. I'm just going to go right in with a serum. And the serum that I love to use is this one. It's a oat milk restorative face serum. So all you have to really do with this one is put a pea-sized amount in your hand and press it into the skin. And it's really like hydrating too. It hydrates a lot. And this is the way. I'm sorry, you guys. It's a helicopter outside. I don't know what's going on, but that's what that noise is. So, yeah. Anyway, if you can hear it, that's what that is. So, yeah, I think these are really perfect anyway. So, these are almost done. I can feel them tight, and my eyes are really good, moisturized, hydrated, and I can tell that they're waking up. So, we're about to take these off now. You can see that, like, my eye cream really penetrated into my eye, And that's like a good hack. It's a good hack to have when you are trying to hydrate the eyes. But yeah, this one is really hydrating, and I usually pair this with the milky toner it comes with. I mean, it's in the same family as, but today I just use my rose water. So since I just use my rose water, I'm just gonna use my milky toner mister so I can get that hydration too. At first I wasn't gonna use it, but I'm like, yeah, whatever. This is the best thing to do. It suits me so well. So I just placed it in the spray bottle. And I make sure to get around my eyes with that because it's going to definitely make my eyes hold on to the makeup like skin. And that's exactly what I want. I don't want my makeup to look too too dried up on my face or anything like that. So I make sure to hydrate the skin, and you can really see how plump and juicy the skin really is. Now, after this, you can either go in with a moisturizer, and I think I'm going to go in with my Olay. This is the one I like to use. This is a nourishing moisturizer, and I just take a quarter size amount, and then I just rub that in. And I like this moisturizer. It's a very good moisturizer. It has niacinamide, hyaluronic acid, you know what I mean? And you can use this on your whole body. And as you can use this as a daily facial moisturizer after you're done like your little 1-2 steps. So that's why I'm gonna use that today. Because some of the makeup I use is gonna have SPF in it anyway. So that's good for me. And the first step I really want to do is put a little bit of this on. And I like to put this on, oh shoot, as a foundation, but using my hands. So I'm gonna show you how I do that. I usually like this because it's like skincare. So all I have to do is really place it where I need it. Like that. And I start off with this as my foundation because I like to use this as like a facial moisturizer would do. And it goes on so good. Look at this. It's insane. It's insane like how good this goes on with your fingers. No brush at all. And I've been doing it like this, you guys, for like the past couple of days. And it really works. This doesn't burn your eyes or anything. And I use it like this because it has SPF in it, and it has a good amount of SPF, and it also has niacinamide, so I'm getting a double dose of niacinamide. This is like so much skincare, and NYX are definitely one of my favorite products to use on an everyday basis. So yeah, I'm going to just continue. My hands aren't really that messy, and that's what I love about this. It goes right onto my skin, and you can just blend with your fingers, and you see how like just delicious that is. So I'm going to grab me a wipe so I can clean my hands before I do anything else. So the next thing I'm going to do is just grab a brush so I can start to blend this into my skin. And the brush I'm going to use is just like a nice slanted brush. It's like a paw brush. And I like to use this to just pat my skin and make sure everything is in place before I add any concealers, because the last thing I need is anything slipping, and my skin has been doing really good, so I really don't have to worry about too much slipping. And you can see how that goes onto the skin so amazing. Look at that. Right? That is amazing. And it looks so good. Alright, so the next step, I want to do just a little bit of this color corrector. You might not like this because it's LA Colors, but I believe in their peach correct and conceal. It's amazing. So I like to use this for little things like that. And like where I'm darker, and it really works. And it really stays on. So I really like to do this one. But I am going to switch my brush because that's not the brush I used to do this. The brush I used to do this is just a little bit more smaller than that. It's this brush I like to use. So I'm going to go in with the blending side, and I'm going to start to blend this around my nose front part where I like it. I'm going to just diffuse it in my nose. And I like to use this for my contour. It's so pretty on my skin tone, and I think that's what it is. I think it's because I have a lighter brown skin tone, so it really doesn't matter if I use this peach because it's good on my skin tone. So I'm gonna just start flushing it around, and you'll see how I use it, and it's just amazing how I use this product, and I love it. It cleans up all edges and everything, so I love this. And it hides the veins in your eyes, and it just does a good job at blurring. And I think that's another thing that I love about it. The price tag has nothing to do with the way that I do it and the technique, you know what I mean? Because I really believe that this is a solid product, no matter if it's in the dollar store or not, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna take another brush with nothing on it and just pat around and make sure everything is good, because this is gonna self set and it's gonna be so cute. And I'm just gonna blend the rest of this in with my brush. It's gonna be like so pretty when it's self set. So I really don't have to hurry up and rush and set this, and that's another thing. That's why I like to use it under my eyes, because it's really pretty. It enhances like the lightness of the concealer that I'm gonna use on top of it too. So that's a good thing. And you can see it's just laid down like skin, and it looks so amazing on my skin, and it's just so amazing. So I like to take this right here, and this is like how I add radiance to the face, and I do it like that. And this is just like me cleaning up all the loose ends and everything. So I like to use that, and I'll come in with a fluffy brush and buff that out. We're just going to brighten up this area and create a more radiance. And I love to use my concealers like this. They're so versatile. And then I'm going to start blending here. And around my mouth. And you can see already how it's adding a little bit of color back. And that's exactly what I want. And then I like to take the smaller side. It's good for like my concealer. So I like to take this and buff this out with this. And it actually lays it down without me having to set it. That looks awesome. Like, that looks amazing. That looks just like my skin. I really do like that. Yeah. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is get into some powders. And the first thing I want to do is set my under eyes. And I'm going to do that with this Laura Mercier. I have this Laura Mercier powder that I like to use. And I'm going to put a little bit of that in the top. And I like to take the fluffy end of this brush and then I swirl it in my hand to make sure it's even and set under my eyes. And then I do the same thing. And you can see how wonderful that works. Like, it really blurs out my under eyes and everything. Like, it looks so smooth. And I'm gonna take a little bit more for my smile lines. And you cannot go wrong with the Laura Mercier powder. I'm just telling you, this translucent powder comes in handy, and I have the travel size, so I like to take this in my makeup bag when I'm going out and things. It's amazing. It has changed the game for me. Like, yeah, it really has changed the game. So I'm gonna go over my eyebrows really quickly. And on my forehead, just a little bit. I'm gonna flip it over. You can see how glamorous that looks. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Like, that looks amazing to me. I love it. I love it. I really do. Like, it really looks good. So the next thing I want to do is just really get into some bronzing powders right now because I know how that's gonna sit on top of it amazingly. So the first one I have is this one from Lovecraft Beauty, and it's a Savannah. This is a beautiful tone, and I like to go inside of this and just hit my forehead first. You'll see how immediately this lightens me up. And I hit around my chin area, and it just warms up my face really nice. And I can hit my cheek. And get under my eyes and bring that color back into my face. And it's so pretty. So if you haven't heard of Lovecraft Beauty, you need to get into her too. She's a good one. Alright, now I can get into a little bit of blush. I want to do some blush today. I'll do a blush, some lipping, we'll just get into that. So the first thing I want to do is get the blush. The blush I like to use is in a palette, and I'll get that, but first I'm going to use a little bit of this pink highlighting liquid from Ioni, and I'm going to see how this does on my skin. I want to see how this blends into the skin and how it looks on me, because it's supposed to be like a laminizing thing, and you can put it on top of or under your makeup, and I want to see how it works on top of it. It actually is blending really nice, and it's not too splotchy or nothing. It's really pretty. It's like a little, you can see like it's like a little highlight, and it's drying down really nicely. I like it. I'm glad I put that on there before I put my blush. And I can just use it as a topper too. I could have just used it as a topper, but I love a highlighter on the skin. A highlighter on the skin just speaks to me so crazily. It's so beautiful to me. So this is the blush I'm going to use today. I could have used my other two blushes, but I wanted to use this palette for some reason. And this is like a powder blush, so I'm going to start with this one on top of where I did that highlighter at. And I'm just going to go in circles really quick right here. And I'll blend it out into this part of the face. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. And keep the same rhythm going. And now I'm going to layer that with another color, the more burgundy color, closer to the eye. And I'm going to bring it down on top, just to see how those two tones really talk to each other. Oh, and it's a beautiful sight. Look at that. So yeah, this is the Bodyography one. I haven't used this one in a while, so I just wanted to pull it out of the archives and see if it still has its magic. And it looks so good. Look at that. On top of that illuminizer, that is amazing. So yeah, I really like that. I'm really digging that. I'm glad I picked. Alright, so my last step is this highlighter from them. And I'm going to go into this bronzing highlighting mix really quickly. And I want to hit around that. Just to hit my color back and just really to be bronzed. So help that blush to really pop out. Look at that. I didn't even do a lip yet, and this looks so amazing. That looks amazing. Look at this. Child, are you crazy? Are you crazy? Like, yeah. And it's all so easily put together with just a little bit of effort. Wait, I'm just gonna do some easy pH changing lip gloss. I almost forgot about my lips. Huh? We're gonna see what that did real quick. I'm gonna leave that on there for a little while and see how that actually delivers, because I know it's a good color. I look amazing. You wish this was your face. I know.